Alright, I am back with another Bannerlord series, and today we will be playing as none other than Arthur Pendragon. That's right, we are King Arthur himself, and if we take a look, we currently find ourselves outside Paris. I'm not entirely sure why, this is just where the mod starts you. But if we fully zoom out, you can see the map of Europe. But the goal of this playthrough is simple. As King Arthur, our goal is to reclaim Britain from the foreign invaders. First it was the Anglo-Saxons. Now it's the Normans. So we gotta put a stop to that and reclaim it once and for all. We are using the Welsh culture. So first we are gonna have to attempt to liberate Wales. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna have to take Pembroke from the English. And then soon we will expand our kingdom and take all of Britain. But for now, we have absolutely nothing to our name. We have 1,000 gold, and if we take a look at our inventory, we have the bare bones of gear. We're not exactly in the right position right now to just go storming into Britain and conquering. So we're going to have to build the army once more. We're going to have to get renowned for the Pendragon clan. And once we expand and get big enough, we will make our move. So the bulk of our army is going to be made up using Welsh troops. The only problem with that, they can only be recruited in Wales. So we're going to have to travel from Paris, across the remaining parts of France, into England, and make our way over to Wales. But you know what these treacherous roads are like. There are probably bandits and highwaymen and anything you can think of in between us and our goal. Step 1 of the goal is complete. We have crossed into England. We had to pay 3 gold to use the ferry because I don't have boats of my own. I think you can buy boats anyway. Ah, you gotta love it, lads. I cross into Britain and what happens? It starts to rain. That's the Britain I know and love. I have arrived at the first of the Welsh villages and we managed to recruit 5 of the strongest Welshmen money could buy. I say strongest, if we take a look at the recruit troops, they're all just the most basic recruit going. But they're the finest Welsh soldiers, I promise you. That being said, there are 9 looters here. We're going to show our might by defeating them in battle. You may not have a quarrel with me, my friend, but you are roaming my future lands. Up to no good, and we are gonna put a stop to that. Alright then, who turned out the lights? The map is pitch black. I can barely see anything. I don't know about you guys. If it wasn't for the symbols above the men's head, I probably wouldn't have found them. Alright, men, listen up. I am Arthur Pendragon, future ruler of these isles. If you follow me till the end, men, I promise you, we will retake your homeland from the Anglo-Saxons, from the Normans, and we will reclaim it as our own. Are you with me, men? Are you with me? The looters have arrived. Alright, men. Attack! Cut down these bandits! Alright, it hasn't gone well. It looks like the men have been slaughtered. Alright, the bandits have won this day. I don't think they killed a single man. Well, this is kind of awkward. Alright, who threw a rock at my head, lads? Someone hit me for 7 blunt damage in the back of the head. That is a bit rude of you, I won't lie. Well, it seems as though Arthur was too eager to prove himself and has been defeated by the local bandits. We didn't even take down a single one, and to top it all off, one of them leveled up. That's how embarrassing it was. A looter leveled up against us. Arthur, King of the Britons, has been taken prisoner by looters. Ah, how the mighty has fallen, eh? We have managed to escape captivity and we have made it to Pembroke, the only settlement in all of Wales. And we are going to have to recruit more soldiers. We're also going to wait here for some time because, well, we need to heal up. And if I wait a day or two, there might be more soldiers to recruit and I will get my vengeance. They currently have one of my men prisoner, the only one who survived. I told him I was going to reclaim his homeland, so we can't allow him to be taken by the local bandits. I vow to rescue this man. Alright, it is time to make our move. I have found the looters who have still got our man as a prisoner. I have built the army up. We are now triple what we once were. Get back here, looters. If they combine forces with the other ones, that might prove costly. But if we can capture them on their own... Hang on a minute. Who's Gilbert and why has he joined in the battle? Damn English lords getting involved in matters that don't concern them. My horse is painfully slow. We're barely catching up to people who are on foot. But these looters are about to get absolutely slaughtered. I mean, I doubt I'm even going to get involved in the fight, to be honest with you. I might be able to impale a man, that'll be about it. And that is the battle over. Damn you, Gilbert, stealing my glory. We didn't even get to rescue the captured soldier. He's probably gone to Gilbert's army. We got no share of the battle loot or anything. And if I take a look at my inventory, this horse is shocking. It doesn't help that my riding skill, I think, is also like 1. But either way, we're going to try and capture these looters instead. And maybe we can earn some gold, earn something at least from capturing these ones. We are going to stand together this time and defeat the looters. I am going to get off my horse and I am going to join you on the front lines. I, Arthur Pendragon, let it be known, stand side by side with the men. Alright, attack, lads. Attack. They've got pitchforks. Surely we can't be taken down by a bunch of bandits with pitchforks. All that being said, you've probably got the exact same equipment. I can't imagine I've given you guys much better, you know. Actually, you know what? You've all got maces. Well, we only earned 1.1 renown, but it is a start. And we didn't lose a single man this battle. One of the local farmers is having trouble accessing the Shrewsbury Commons, it seems. We are going to have to step in and negotiate a peace deal. After all, we want to be a united Welsh kingdom. We can't have the locals fighting with each other. We have been tasked with escorting the farmers, and there's a batch of looters in the way. Alright, farmers. Oh, never mind, lads. There's too many looters. There are too many looters. Oh, no. They've caught up to us. Alright, we are outnumbered 27 to 22. The power bar is slightly in their favour. I didn't have a chance to level up any of my troops because I didn't want to lose all of our gold. Because we're on the verge of being bankrupt. We're also not far from starving. So overall, it is not ideal. And not only that, but there are a group of herders on their way to beat up the farmers we need to protect. So we're going to have to defeat these looters and somehow come out of the battle in a good enough shape to then intimidate the herders. Alright, lads, you know the drill. I have given you this speech multiple times. We are the soldiers of Wales. We stand by each other. You know the drill at this point. Either way, we have an army of 27 bandits that are trying to take our lands, capture our wealth, put a stop to us, but not today. We are once again gonna have to put a stop to these crooks. Alright, soldiers, attack! Alright, we've managed to cut down a couple of them. I'm staying on the edge to protect the men. We're winning, lads. We are winning. The Welsh have a morale boost, it seems. We are not intimidated by some mere bandits anymore. Alright, well, overall, it has been a great success. The bandits are on the run. We're not going to be able to capture them. But we did lose 4 of the finest Welsh soldiers. Your sacrifice will be remembered, men. We must now try and catch up with the farmers to protect them from the herders of Shrewsbury. That sounds like a weird name for like a gang, doesn't it? They're the herders of Shrewsbury. Watch out, lads. But either way, we have a movement penalty because we just came out of a battle. Oh, lads, hang in there. Hang in there, lads. We're almost there. We are coming to your aid. Alright, we have arrived. The power bar is massively in our favor. I upgraded all of the men, so we even have ranged now. And I mean, if there's one thing about the Welsh, our longbowmen are the finest in the country. I didn't want it to come to this, though. I didn't want the Welsh fighting amongst each other. I wanted a united nation, one that would stand against the Anglo-Saxons. So it is a sad day, but I'm afraid it must be done. As for the farmers, well, they've gone running in and they're probably going to get taken. Oh, they're all dead. They weren't even wounded. They just straight up died. As for my archers, I praised you before this battle, lads. You know, I spoke confidently about your abilities and you only killed one of them. The men are holding the shield wall against the farmers' rocks. That's it, lads. Don't allow their rocks to penetrate our lines. Oh, and we're going for it. The men have broken formation and they've had enough. We're literally cutting down peasants now. Not even bandits. These are just your average farmers. Well, the only casualties we suffered were the farmers we were supposed to protect. So even though we've defeated the enemy, the odds are we have probably failed the quest overall. As for the battle loot, well, I mean, all we stole from the farmers, one of the dead guys, we took his shoes, alright? Don't judge me, lads. That's right, I went onto the battlefield and stole a dead farmer's shoes. Okay, so we just got paid 350 and our relation with David of Shrewsbury has decreased. So I guess we have succeeded in the quest, although we have now lost our merciful trait. I guess killing farmers does that. It was not my intention to kill them. I was hoping we could settle this peacefully, but apparently not. I have just been informed there is a tournament in London. I don't really want to travel into English territory, but we're going to have to. Well, I say travel into English territory. We're technically already in English territory since the English own Wales. But either way, we're going to have to travel to London and earn some renown. Maybe we can earn some money and some decent items along the way. While we were on the road to London, we found ourselves a nice batch of looters. 18 of them to be exact. Well, let's take them out, earn a bit of cash while we're on our journey. Alright, archers, this time we are facing the local bandits. Surely you can eliminate a handful of them before they reach our lines. Okay, there we go. We're getting a couple of kills. That's more like it, lads. Alright. You can pull back now, lads. You've done your job. It is now time for the infantry to do theirs. I need a better weapon than this little hatchet. It's not doing me any favors. I am going to slam my hatchet into the back of this guy's head, though. And he's still standing. This looter is unstoppable. He has an axe wound to the back of the head, but he doesn't care. But instead, we must cut his arm off, and now he has been defeated. Look at the amount of blood. He even got shot at one point. Well, I just looted a legendary pair of leather shoes. I mean, I don't know which looter it was, but thank you for the generous donation. The looter was running around with legendary shoes. But if we take a look at our army, the archers actually level up really fast. We've already got the max tier archer, the tier 4 archers. I don't know if they're any good. This is currently what the Welsh troop tree looks like. So yeah, I've already got these longbowmen. I haven't been going for skirmishers because I just thought I didn't really want throw-in troops if I was going to get the longbowmen. So I was just basically going to have an army of spearmen and longbowmen. But then also, as for our cavalry, instead of skirmishers, there is a more like elite line, which are these guys. The only problem being that to recruit these, I saw them in a village. They're 200 gold each. And while at the time, I didn't really have the funds to recruit them in the army. So at the moment, we've basically just got like the peasant troop. And we're just going to use them. But as I start to build up my funds, I will try to recruit some of these. Because judging on their stats and everything, this is the premium Welsh troop. But enough of that, we have a tournament to compete in. We must continue our journey to London. So the winner of this tournament gets a legionary cape. I must say, lads, I think Arthur would look great in that. We're going to bet our way to victory. We have no choice. I'm a poor man and I am a bit of a gambler. That being said, if we take a look at our competition, we have Crusaders, we have English, we have Franks, we even have a Pilgrim. I don't know where he's come from, but he's made the journey all the way to London just to compete in this tournament. And we have been given a crossbow to start. I love a crossbow, lads. To be honest with you, if I can get my hands on a crossbow, I might, for this playthrough, do one-handed shield and a crossbow. Okay, there we go. That's one enemy defeated. I've hit him. Hopefully he don't prod me with his spear. There we go. That's another shot. Hang on a minute. You trying to shoot me, my friend? Eat one of them. I still don't understand how you can claim it's blunt damage. I mean, even if these bolts are blunt, which looking at them they clearly aren't, still taking one to the face, I imagine, is not ideal. Not ideal at all. Alright. The goal is simple. We have to just eliminate one of the factions. We either need to take out green or blue. That should be our focus. If we can get rid of one of them, then we're through to the next round regardless of what happens. I don't know who to go for though. Oh, we're going for blue, lads. It has been... Oh, and blue's dead. Ah. Right then. We have this crossbowman all the way over here. We can eliminate him. I can turn my attention to the cavalry. Okay, the cavalry's dead. And there goes the other guy. We're leveling up our crossbow skill as well, which is great if I do want to use one. Oh, lads. Why have you put us all on horseback? Oh, see what I mean? I couch the lance and it just goes awful. Hopefully my teammate can do better than me. Alright. See that blue guy in the distance? We're couching the lance. Impale! Okay, we hit the horse. I mean, hitting something is better than nothing. What if I just go for the old prod? Instead of couching it, maybe I just line it up and release myself. We did hit him. That's something. Oh, man. You know what, lads? The sword is coming out. Close combat for the win. None of this prancing around with a lance. That being said, it looks like we're through to the next round anyway. 2 of the teams have been eliminated. Alright, you know what? I'm getting off this horse. There we go. There we go. Get this over and done with. I've had enough. Now this is more like it. A straightforward 1v1 on foot, sword and shield. I can't ask for anything more. There we go, and we are off into the final. You are in the way of me and my fortune. And just like that, the battle is over. Arthur Pendragon has won his cape and gained the renown of the masses. Alright, we got a bit of a different quest this time. I have been tasked with delivering 10 hogs from England into France. Apparently the roads are filled with bandits. I'm not surprised. And, well, they keep getting robbed. I wasn't expecting to go on a journey to France, I won't lie, but looks like that's what we're gonna do. I don't know if we'll see anyone or if anyone will try to attack us for these hogs. I need to be careful and make sure my men don't eat them. You know what the lads are like. They turn into savage orcs when meat's back on the menu. And that was it. Just like that, we have made 750 gold. The French are selling a crossbow though, and like I said, I would like to buy one. We're gonna go with one-handed crossbow, and also I might just pick up like a really cheap shield. Nothing special. I think we'll go for this one. Or I guess we now just travel back to Britain. I don't think there's really anything in France for me. The goal is to keep doing quests, building our renown and wealth and everything. The idea being that if we get the local population on our side, it will come in handy for when we come later and conquer. Alright, we have been tasked with taking down an army of poachers. One of the local Welsh merchants hired some guys to do a job, and now they're trying to run him out of business. We're going to have to wait till the dead of night to make our move, and it is go time. We're going to enter the village of Carmarthen, and we are going to dispatch of these poachers once and for all. We could negotiate with them. Maybe we'll negotiate first. I would like to get a peaceful resolution to this. Maybe we can come to some sort of agreement. You're not bad people, but maybe you can just do your trade elsewhere. Ineffective. Okay. I see how it is. I understand. You talk about poor folk, but you think the people here like their village turned into a nest of outlaws? Ineffective. Alright, I can see bloodshed come in here, lads. Apparently the mighty Arthur Pendragon is a crap negotiator. How about you just honor your agreement? Okay, he listened to that one. Alright, well, flee while you can. An army is already on its way to hang you. Ineffective. We have one shot left and it's a 4% chance of success. We fail this and it is war. Critical fail. So be it. We tried ending this peacefully. For I am here to eliminate you. You barely see a thing. I don't know if this is like part of the mod or if Bannerlord made night battles darker. I'm not entirely sure. It feels like they're a lot darker. Alright, lads. We're going to need the archers to thin their numbers. They are poachers, so they will fire back at us. And oh god, my crossbow. What kind of accuracy is this? It wasn't like this in the arena. Is it because I'm on a mount? That's more like it. Okay, so being on the mount has an impact on my accuracy. The thing is, though, if we stay on the mount and just continue to use it, then we'll eventually become more accurate with it. Although someone has shot my mount and I've now lost where the horse has gone. Hello? Horse, are you somewhere out there? These poachers are being an absolute pain. I think the infantry are just going to have to charge. They're going to hold their ground and just keep firing at us. I'll see if I can get a cheeky crossbow in one of them. There we go. We've actually landed a hit. But I think that's pretty much it. I think the lads have just run in and slaughtered them all. Ah, we were truly useless this battle. But either way, I did give the poachers a chance to end this peacefully. They rejected my offer, so we had no choice but to kill them all. We have another quest here to commit betting fraud, but I feel like it'd go against our character, and we probably shouldn't do quests like that. It was bad enough I did the quest earlier where we killed the herders. We don't want a repeat of that incident. So I guess our next goal is to get the clan tier as high as possible, as quick as possible. We're only on 16 renown and we need to get to 50 to be a mercenary. You gotta love the renown grinds. Although that being said, I do have a level 25 charm skill, which means I have learnt the perk to get double renown from tournaments if we win. So that's 6 renown per tournament. So it's not that many tournaments we have to do. We're looking at about 6 tournaments and I'll get that tier 1. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and show you 6 tournaments because, I mean, well, I love a good tournament, lads, but yeah, they do get a bit boring after a while. But if we can get to tier 1, we can become a mercenary. So then I ask you all this. The question of today's episode is, what do we do once we become clan tier 1? Now that we have the option to become a mercenary, do we travel Europe and just find someone who is willing to hire us? Because I imagine there's a lot of wars going on in Europe right now. Or do we keep our attention to the British Isles? I don't know whether to go exploring first and then do like a little bit of everything just around the place while we build renown. And then once our army is big enough, eventually come back to the British Isles. Or whether just for this playthrough, just fully focus on the British Isles. And maybe we can do another playthrough where, I don't know, I pretend to be the Pope or something, you know? Maybe that'll be the next series, you know? How to become the Pope. But yeah, you're going to have to let me know what you think. In the meantime, I'll get the tournaments done. So when we start part 2, we will be starting part 2 as a tier 1 clan, ready to begin whatever you guys decide. But that is going to be it for part 1 of my brand new Europe series. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of the series, whether there's certain things you want to see me do, or just in general what you think of it. But as always, a big thank you to the Gwaggles members for your continued support. I've noticed a couple of you have started supporting the channel, and I do appreciate it. But until next time, see ya.